Monza, of course, was packed for the Italian Grand Prix. 26 cars on the starting line, and we're watching it with Emanuele Pirro. And just watch this start.
Yeah, Pirro at this point had clutch problems, and that's why all the other cars went swarming past him. You can see the Brabham, the Lotus and the Lamborghini engined La Russe into that first chicane and bumping and boring all over the place as Goyard goes across the curbs, followed by Gugelmin at the back. And here we are, poor old Pirro was out this early with his clutch problems.
Senna, meanwhile, was out in the lead from Berger, and then Mansell, then Prost, and behind Prost, Boutsen, Nannini, Patrese, and then Alesi, Brundle, Alio, and then Alio went off and out of the race. A short race for him too.
One of Alio's many excursions during the 1989 season, and he couldn't get off those stones. Senna in the lead, Berger in second place. Mansell was in third position and Prost was in fourth. Fast and furious in the Monza Great Park, north of Milan. Great racing and thousands upon thousands of fans watching. As Nannini came into the pits, he dropped from 6th position to 8th position. He had understeer problems, so he took a fresh set of tyres. But Prost at this point was closing in on Mansell. Bob.
Yes, and Mansell waved past his future teammates, so Prost up into third place ahead of the Ferrari. Nannini, meanwhile, was having a tremendous race up back on the track again, overtaking a rather wide Nelson Piquet, but getting past him going into the second chicane.
Yeah, that was a difficult manoeuvre for Nannini because Piquet went from one side to the other. Alesi, however, was Nannini's next victim. No problems there, round the outside and into the next chicane. And then Capelli, he was gobbling them up.
Yes, past Capelli, absolutely no problem. But then into the pits, he'd run out of brakes in all that.
And a disappointing end to that great charge for Nannini, but a great charge here as Boutsen had a very difficult overtaking manoeuvre on his hands inside of Mansell. Mansell didn't like it, he bit back, but Boutsen took the fourth place. And Mansell was already having problems with the gearbox and raised his hand aloft to salute the crowd, who loved him.
Prost overtook Gerhard Berger, so moved up into second place.
Oh,
Berger fighting back.
Oh, what a drag match that was. Great moment there. Berger and Prost alongside each other going down to the first chicane. Fabulous power display. And then the moment that all the fans savoured. Ayrton Senna blew up, spun out in front of them, and they lapped it up.
All of which, of course, gave victory to Alain Prost. And the second McLaren, and of course a future Ferrari Grand Prix driver, so he was just as popular. Prost, the checkered flag, and that promptly pushed his championship lead up to 20 points. Berger finally finished for the first time in 1989. The Williamses were third and fourth from Alesi and Brundle. But on this day that McLaren clinched their fifth Constructors' Championship, Ron Dennis was disturbed to see Prost dropping his trophy to the crowd. It did not survive, one hastens to add, in one piece. But was there something we didn't know about that Alain felt might stop him from being world champion?
I know what can stop me, but on a normal condition I would say, okay, I should be world champion. 20 points is a lot, 4 races to go, but at the moment I have so many problems that sometimes I can have 1.5 seconds even more difference with Ayrton, and I don't understand exactly what happened. I mean, I know what happened, but I don't understand why they do that, and I also don't know if it's going to happen in the next 4 races.
Gerhard finally on the rostrum here in Italy 1 year after your victory. It must be a relief.
Yes, I'm quite happy because I lose already a little bit confident, because if you never finish you start to think what you make wrong. And today was everything more or less alright. It was a nice race. I had no way to win the race, but I'm quite happy with the second place.
It seemed such a joyful day for the Tifosi. Ferrari drivers 1 and 2, but Prost would eventually be forced to eat his words and make an apology.